been a while since we did a full tour, and I need something to post on our YouTube page anyway. So I'm going to walk the entire yard and let you enjoy the beautiful plants. If you followed us for the last couple of years, this area right here was grass, and we made it kind of a flower bed. Stuff's growing, obviously. Carrie really likes these, I think they call morning glories. I'm terrible with names and stuff, but the bees love them. You can see bees all over them, but they're all over the yard now. But this area used to have a bunch of rose bushes that got sick, and so we took them out, and she's put some other plants in there. But I'm gonna actually go a little different direction and maybe not get so close to some plants. Try not to make you sick, but so there's all kinds of, there's a ton of variety of flowers in this area. I don't know the names of stuff, so I apologize, but a lot of this stuff is self-seeded and just grows. Like this plant right here, it's growing out of the sidewalk, and I trim. I do the grass cutting. I don't know if you know that, if you're watching this, but we don't pay anyone to cut our grass. I do it, but you can see some cool orange color. She does the plants. This year, our house was on the Louisiana Master Gardeners Tour, and that took a lot of energy, and so she's kind of taking some time off. But a lot of these plants, you can see, they just grow right out of the sidewalk. They self-seed from one year to the next, and so she just lets them grow. When we get to another part of my garden, I'm going to show you what I do there to keep things under control. But I did a little short the other day of this. First of all, there's bees everywhere. They love it, but there's just beautiful flowers everywhere. Just different varieties, different colors. She likes that. She's not a big fan of just red, but she likes other stuff. Yesterday I was out here and there was 3 hummingbirds just eating. And so, kind of the same deal up there. I'm not going to get real close. The grass is wet. And so this is a Texas Vitek that's not blooming right now. It's not in season to bloom, but corner of the house is usually bright in the spring. This corner, we had a different idea for it, but it's turned out pretty cool. This is what you call potato vines, and man, do they take off here in Louisiana. So what I do is when I edge the grass, I go right along here and I just edge, because they'll grow out to, like when I cut last time, they were out to here. And there's a lot of people that walk by our house. But this corner is so cool. There's a little bench that we had designed this for people to maybe take a break, but she decided just to plant flowers and beauty. And potato vines are kind of cool because they just go. But and then obviously pops of color here and there. There's actually, I'm gonna get a little wet. There's actually a watermelon growing in here under these potato vines. There's a watermelon growing right there. Anyway, watermelon grows pretty good in our yard. All right, try not to get you too sick with my, that's another little watermelon patch. But the side yard looks very different this year. Again, we took out most of the rose bushes. They got rose rosette disease. And so, but she's got some cool ground cover. I don't know what it's called. All kinds of cool colors. If you look in here, there's like pepperoncinis. There's 30 of them on that bush right there right now. We don't eat a ton of them, so they kind of grow. We could probably give them away. But I've probably gotten 50 off that this year. That one flower, those two, they just, it's incredible. All right, so I don't know what this thing's called, but a couple hummingbirds were sitting on it yesterday, kind of resting. It was kind of cool to watch. They weren't eating anything. They were just sitting there. So, all right. This area was all grass a year and a half ago. And I kind of showed this yesterday, our watermelon patch out here on a short, all these flowers. So I did the same thing. A week ago, I took an edger because everything was out to here. So I took an edger and just edged all the flowers back so that people could walk by and not have to walk in the street. But it's real pretty. All these pretty flowers. It's just gorgeous. So, and if you didn't see the short the other day, I got watermelons behind me, but it's a good sized watermelon right there. It's ready to pick. It's coming from within there. I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so this is our vegetable garden area. And again, with preparing for the tour and everything this year, we didn't plant a lot, but we've got some plants growing. We got some watermelons growing. We've gotten actually a lot of stuff out of here this year. There's some little tomatoes still growing. These bell peppers been producing all year. I mean, they just produce on that side and on this side. These bell peppers just grow crazy. This has been the best year for bell peppers. Kind of see down here. I mean, they thrive. I don't know why they thrive so well in here, but we got multiple plants of them and they thrive. They just thrive. Got onions growing over there. Every once in a while I pick an onion and it lasts 2 weeks. Zucchini. There's one growing down there right now. There's zucchini plants kind of scattered throughout our yard. There was some over in the watermelon patch. Look, there's a watermelon right there growing. Because if you let them vine out, they just grow. One starting there. We got cantaloupe growing. I put that one so it didn't fall off. It's not ready yet, but I've eaten a bunch of cantaloupe out of here this year. This is cantaloupe too, or honeydew, and it's got that white powder on it. May not produce. Lots of good smelling basil. Man, I love the smell of that. I love it. There's another watermelon. She grew some corn. She tested corn this year. We didn't eat any of it. We got some corn. We got some, but none good enough to eat. She's testing it, but you see this watermelon plant growing out of here. If you're wondering what the deal with those plants are, is they keep all the bad bugs away. Oh, she grew a fair amount of okra on this okra deal this year. And these little bugs, man, they love the okra plant. But anyway, that's the vegetable garden. It's a blackberry bush, and part of it died this year. We had cucumbers growing up this year. We ate a fair amount, gave a ton away. Couple of fruit trees, and then we'll just slowly walk into the backyard, let you see it. Again, she hasn't done a whole lot of gardening this year. She hasn't been out here like normal because she spent so much time on the Master Gardener tour. But here's a glimpse of the backyard that really hadn't been maintained. I mean, stuff grows. Beautiful stuff grows without you having to do much other than pick weeds. And this was the Master Gardener tour plaque she got, a little brass plaque, but she still got pretty flowers growing all around the edge. It's still pretty out here. And stuff will come back and she'll get busy again. She'll get real motivated next year. She won't get burnt out. But if you look over there, there's all kinds of color, yellows and pinks, and there's all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, that's the tour.